starting off this episode correctly with the loading screen. And now we're back in New Detroit.
New orders just in, Jensen. The boss wants Pritchard to examine the Typhoon ASAP.
Copy that. Thanks for the lift.
No problem. Hey, and Jensen, I just wanted to say, new look suits you. Like you haven't missed a beat at all.
Thanks.
So, how's it feel? Being augmented?
Excuse me?
Don't take it the wrong way. I mean, I've got a few neuro enhancements myself. Discreet ones to help me fly better. But I chose to get them implanted. You didn't. Now that you had a chance to try them out, what do you think?
Callous. Intrigued. Grudging. I don't know. I feel like Adam would be grudging, but honestly, augments are fucking radical.
You're right. I didn't choose to get augmented. And I still don't know if I would have if given the choice. But today felt good. Surprisingly good.
Dr. Reed said you'd take to them. Said it was in your genes. Just be careful, okay? A lot of people think there's a reason the human body rejects this technology over time.
I didn't peg you for the type who gets caught up in metaphysical debates, Malik.
I'm not. I told you myself I've got neuro enhancements. I'm just saying the choices we do get to make inevitably have consequences.
It's telling you about the game, because the choices you make have consequences.
Tell that to the bastard who did this to me.
I hear you. And you know what? You're not the only person in this place who wants to find him. So if I can help in any way, all you gotta do is ask.
Yeah.
Actually, there is something. I want to know about the first attack.
Fine. Ask away.
I've been thinking about why they attacked. What they were really after.
Isn't it obvious? They didn't want us going to Washington.
No, that was just timing. Hearings can be rescheduled. Somebody else can present Megan's findings.
I don't think so, Jensen. They took out her whole team. Declan Faraday, Vasily Sevchenko, Nia Colvin, even Eric Koss.
Yeah, Eric Koss.
The
You guys
labs their
remember
bodies
Eric?
were found in.
We're burned to a crisp. I know.
The only reason you weren't caught in the fire was because that retaining wall came down. Saved your life, believe it or not.
So the whole attack was just to destroy Megan's research.
Sure looks that way. Mr. Seraph is hoping to reconstruct it, but it may take months. If he can keep us solvent that long.
Yeah, business talk.
Did anyone else see them? The men who attacked?
Not well enough to get a description. Pritchard got some fuzzy images off one of the Intellicams, but his tapes were all confiscated by Homeland Security.
Homeland?
Even in the future,
I heard
Homeland's
Homicide passed it over to Special Investigations.
Pretty obnoxious.
Detroit Special Investigations.
Taking all
They did,
your
for the first month.
videos.
After that, all I really know is the case is still pending, and Mr. Seraph is not pleased.
Not happy.
You were there that night. What do you remember about it?
That it was chaos. First, everybody figured there'd been some kind of accident, but Pritchard couldn't get a good visual and communications were haywire. Then we heard the explosions. By the time anyone knew what had hit us,
Malik's like
They were gone.
moving
Whoever they were,
around.
they were good.
He's like causing like door noises.
special training good.
Alright.
I'm gonna find them, Malik. One way or another.
I believe you. And just so you know,
I...
you've got to get...
Yeah,
Roger.
yeah. He's thanking her and, you know, good times. Malik and Jensen have a cool relationship. Beep. Beep. Alright, I'm gonna slap at Seraph. Actually, hold on. I wish I had sick ass hands like that. That one been like black with like cool decals. Alright, if I remember correctly, we've got an office. Yeah, security manager, that's us. So we can go into our office. And we can... Hey, look, a Roomba! We can read our stuff. We have 2 computers because we're assholes. I'm gonna take that wine because fuck it. Credits. I don't remember my own password. I can't hack it because I'm not good enough yet. I think I can find it here, right? No, this is... Let's turn off the cameras. I don't need to do that. There's a way to get my password. I just don't remember what it is. If I could talk to Sarah or something, I don't think there's a document I would keep in my office that would literally say what it is. Oh wait, here it is. Mandrake, that's it. Yeah. I'm an idiot. Minor security concern. Oh yeah, this is, his door code is 1364, by the way. Yeah, we need to, so now we need to go to the lawyer's office. This is the beginning of a, sub-quest. Yeah. Beep beep. Global politics. Take that Cyber Boost Pro energy bar. So this guy doesn't have a password because... Yeah. So his name is Lawboy, which is the worst screen name of all time. Which is a bit of an exaggeration, but it's pretty bad. Lock your computers before leaving your offices. Do not download free internet software or upload new programs without clearing it to the IT department first. I'm gonna take all those. Hey, Pocket Secretary. Sarah's bitch has had my number way too long. Hate that girl. It's pretty cute though. So I'm gonna read these. Never actually read them, but if you scan over them, then sometimes you get like login information and door codes, and sometimes it's relevant. So yeah. I don't have a lot of springs yet. I don't really want to start leveling up until I need it. That's kind of the way I do it. Is when I run into a situation and I go, oh, I need this. I like to be able to just grab it and go. And solve the problem with that, you know? Oh, I have to... Who do I have to talk to? Do I have to talk to Pritchard? If I do, I feel dumb. Thought I was gonna go talk to, Mom. And hopefully I get the best line of dialogue in the game.
Well, if it isn't Mahatma Gandhi himself, come to honor us all with his life-preserving presence. If this is about the typhoon, I'll get to it in a minute.
So everyone's really mad that I didn't save
I didn't
the
risk my neck to
hostages,
have
but
you
I
lose it in a
literally
pile of
didn't find them.
CPUs and scuzzy adapters.
Well, look at you, using the big words. Don't think just because you hacked through the plant security system so fast that you're an expert on everything computer. There's a reason I can't examine the typhoon yet.
Do tell.
For your information, I am running a diagnostic sweep on our network and router security to find out how Sanders' hacker got a hold of our codes.
I'd have thought the first question to ask is, whose codes were they? Unless you already know.
Stick to kicking down doors and shooting people, Jensen, and stop trying to do my job. I guarantee you we'll get along better that way.
So yeah, I fucked up. Everyone would have a much better opinion of me if I had saved the hostages, and it kind of sucks because I really mean to. I really mean to, like, but I literally just missed them, and I know they're above one of those big open rooms at the back. I'm surprised I didn't see it. I was kind of trying to keep an eye out for them. That's Sarif.
I'm telling you, Hugh, he might not have put the gun in Sanders' hand, but it was Taggart's speech to the UN that started all this.
William Taggart is nothing if not a shrewd political operator. You know that, David.
So for the sake of appearances, I have to look him in the eye and let him bullshit me?
With a
Sarif
smile.
is really proud.
Always with a smile.
In case you haven't noticed, he's a very proud, successful businessman. He hasn't quite...
Well, We'll talk
learned his
later.
place in the world. I really like Seraph. A lot of people really fucking hate Seraph.
Yeah, you wanted to see me?
But at the end of the day,
Yeah.
Seraph
How you
is
feeling?
I've had better
a
days.
genuinely good
Well, when
guy
we're done here,
who's
check him at Dr. Markovitch.
just genuinely
at
trying
the
to
Limb
improve the
Clinic
human race
downtown.
and
Get her to get a
make money
checkup.
in the process, obviously, but
Listen, about Sanders,
Yeah, about Sanders. What the hell were you thinking? Letting him slip away like that?
this hand animation is
I
not
sent you in
super
there to
great.
take care of things.
I'm gonna take charge, because,
you asked me to deal with the situation, and that's what I did.
I see. I'm also starting to see why your superiors in the police force decided to blame you for the Mexican town riots. Christ, Adam. I thought you were ready for this.
I am. Today's attack was just a shell game being run by somebody else. I intend to find out who and why, so that it never happens to anybody again.
Good, 'cause so do I. That hacker in Sanders' group, you're sure he was augmented?
I pulled his cables out myself.
Yeah, well, the police are saying he's not, and they're refusing to let me see the body, no matter how much money I threaten to pull from their retirement fund.
Maybe someone else is offering more. So what do you want me to do, boss?
We have to get a look at the corpse. You still got friends on the force. You think one of them will let you into the morgue?
Depends who I run into.
Get over to the station and find a way inside. Because if that
the
hacker was augmented,
talking animations are not
his
super great in
neural
this
hub
game,
might tell us who he was.
is what I'm starting to realize.
Contact me when you've gotten a hold of it.
It's not exactly legal. I'll
You
just
got it.
do it. Because the game doesn't progress any other way. Let's try not to run into too many walls here. Click.
Please report to your office.
Please report to my office. Alright, I will. And, because this is the subquest from before, I am pretty confident.
Jensen, remember me? No, that sounds too desperate.
I'm right here. I'm right here. I'm right here.
Hey, Jensen. Man, it's good to see you. I'm glad you're back. How are you holding up?
I manage.
I'm sorry about Megan. I know it must be hard. For a while, we thought you were a goner, too. Everything's going to shit. The attack on HQ, and now this mess with the factory.
Yeah, tough times all around. How about you, Corella? You okay?
I don't know. I fucked up. I mean bad.
What happened?
Well, a couple of months ago, me and Tyndall, one of Pritchard's
Yeah, you know
techs,
Tyndall.
we started sneaking out some neuropazine from one of the labs.
Jesus, Tim. You realize this could get you fired. Worse, arrested if the company chooses to prosecute. What were you thinking?
I know. It's complicated. I didn't want to do it at first, but there were good reasons. Anyway, now I want out, but Tyndall has security footage of me stealing the stuff and says he'll expose me if I ever stop helping him. I'm in a bad spot, Adam. I need that footage back. I know you're busy with everything that's going on right now, but I could really use your help.
Okay, so basically, I'm gonna ask him about everything whenever I get one of these. I try to go
How
through
about
and try and
Tyndall?
go through all the dialogue options.
Can't you reason with him?
You could try, but Tyndall's a pretty driven guy. I mean, the guy's like a rock. You need a Casey aug or something to crack him.
Casey?
Social enhancer. It's an augmentation designed to read people's reactions and behavioral patterns. Higher end series even allows you to directly influence people with pheromones or something.
Pretty ballsy stealing a patented drug from a secure
So
lab.
the Casey or Cassie or
managed to
whatever
do it.
augment
Tyndall
is
and I worked the night shift every other week.
basically
I stashed
easy
the
mode,
neuropazine in a bag while he edited the security footage.
and
Guess he kept part of it.
I've been accused of
Neuropazine.
lacking social skills
What
for
could you guys
using it,
want with
but
an
the fact of the matter
anti-rejection
is
drug
that
for augmentation patients? Reselling
it
it?
really makes it kind
Providing a
of.
competitor?
Why do
it
you
just makes it so much
automatically assume
easier.
I was trying to turn a profit?
So yeah, he won't tell you why he's getting it. Well, I'm not gonna ask. I'll just go.
All right. Tell me more.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, I got it. I'm gonna just do
I
it.
got it.
So yeah, basically, what's it called? Basically, the Cassie augment just. There's so many sensitive times where somebody is being difficult, and yeah, you can probably do it fine by just, you know, looking at their reaction with your eyes and responding in kind. But for those more delicate ones, it's just better to just play it safe and use the Casey. One of the guys who I've never been particularly good at reasoning with is the guy at the front of the police station. He's a bit kind of neurotic about what happened with Jensen in their past, so it's kind of
Mrs.
difficult to
Reed?
work with him.
Oh, Adam, I'm sorry you startled me. And please,
So yeah, this is
call
Mrs.
me
Reed.
Cassandra. You and Megan
She's
were
pretty
together
cool.
long enough. I was waiting for you.
Out here? Why not come meet me inside?
I don't know. I guess I'm just not ready. This is where you work, but to me, this is also the place where I lost my daughter.
I know what you mean. It's never been the same for me either.
I guess it's not meant to be easy. It seems there's just no right way to deal with something like this. And I can't even begin to imagine how things have been for you after all you've been through.
Yeah. A lot of things changed 6 months ago.
I can't get over how much they've changed you. At first, I couldn't even believe you were still alive.
Alright, so here's
How
the
do
best
you
line in the
handle
game,
all of
I'm
this?
pretty sure. And, here it is. So yeah, this is the best line in the game. Obviously, I agree with these more, but I really like this line, so here we go.
I never asked for this.
Yeah.
They say they saved me, but I'm not sure saved is the right word.
I understand your anger. I wouldn't take too kindly to people making that kind of decision
So
for
I
me
totally
either.
flip-flopped. I told Malik, I'm
But
like, yeah, this is
that being
cool.
said,
And now I'm like,
for
oh, I'm
one,
so mad about
glad
it.
that you're still among us.
Can I ask why you wanted to see me?
Yes, of course. I'm sorry. I'm here about Megan. About what happened to her. Or rather, about the investigation into what happened.
What about it?
Well, simply put, I feel something is not quite right with the way the case was handled.
So
You
there's a
think
lot of
there was some
corruption in
foul
New
play involved?
Detroit.
I do. Call it mother's intuition. But when speaking to some of the investigators, there were a lot of inconsistencies. And then I met this detective, a man called Chase. He agreed things weren't handled by the book, although he has no proof.
And now you want to find out more.
I'll never hear my daughter laugh again, Adam. I'll never get a call from her to ask how I've been, or have the chance to ask her about her day. She was stolen from me. However unjustified this all is, I still want to know why it happened. You're not the same, Adam. And we've yet to see if it's for better or worse. But I know you loved Megan. Please, will you help me find out what really happened to her?
Yeah, I will.
I never got a chance to investigate the attack myself. I'll look into it.
Thank you. This means the world to me, Adam. Really.
The first thing I'll need to do is meet with this detective, Chase.
Good. He works part-time as a security guard in an apartment building on Brooklyn Court. I'll be waiting for you in your apartment lobby
Wow,
once
Detroit,
you're
way to
done.
want to be
Why does a
New York.
detective need to work part-time as a security guard?
Oh, he retired soon after the case. I don't really know the details. Maybe he'll tell you more.
I'm on it.
Must not have been a very good detective. So yeah, oh hey. What's up? You just go about on your tablet. I really like these tablets. Like, they do not seem that efficient. I mean, I guess. The fact that they only display one color is so, like, not future. But the fact that it looks like this thing kind of ejects the screen is really cool. That's a really great way to, you know, handle the future.
You believe it? We at the place to
Like, that's the type of shit I want. So, I have to remember how to navigate New Detroit, but I know that over there is the police station. Over here is the limb clinic. There's this really cool ad for the Detroit Opera House, and if this was a real opera, I would totally see the shit out of this. It's, you know, oh, look, it's so subtle, metamorphos, you know, like I metamorphosized into being augmented.
I ain't got nothing for you. Check with the man. And keep your hands where I can see them.
No. I won't. So I'm gonna read this. And I'm gonna talk to him.
You got anything you want to buy or sell? I'm the guy you want to deal with. Everything's
He's
on the
got
computer,
a
right at your
pretty great
fingertips.
outfit. I really like the fact that Kravitz came back in the future. At least in this universe, obviously. So we're gonna sell our beer, because I don't need that. I'm gonna sell our whiskey, because I don't need that either. And the wine. I don't quite remember what the alcohol does, but I don't want it. Pretty much the painkillers and the neuropozyne bars are what's gonna get me to the game. That's ammo, damage upgrade, burst round system, tranquilizer rifle, shotgun, and a mine template. So what I'm gonna wait for, or what I'm gonna look
See you
for,
soon.
is the silencer for the pistol, which is obviously incredibly helpful in a stealth game.
I, for one, approve of these protests. These limb people are drug pushers.
Yeah, fuck
Someone's
them.
getting rich while the rest of us are suffering.
Oh man,
know about those
capitalism.
things. All I know is that this violence doesn't serve anyone.
Well, I guess the question now becomes, will the pro-human groups retaliate when Bill Taggart gets here?
He's that humanity front guy, right?
He's speaking at the convention center in a few days.
Ugh, that's gonna be a day from hell.
You're damn right. So yeah, basically this playthrough is going to be me sympathizing with Sarif and hating on the pro-human groups because augmentation's fucking radical and eat a dick. Why shouldn't I be able to get augmented if I want to get augmented?
Ah, Mr. Jensen.
There are some
David
race
Sarah
undertones with the
told me
whole
you'd be dropping by.
augmentation,
I've just been reviewing the test results
non-augmentation
we
thing,
received on you last week.
as well
Should I
as some
start
other
rolling up my sleeves?
moral dilemmas.
Surprisingly, no. I see no trace of glial tissue buildup in any of your charts.
It's been 6 months, Doc. Shouldn't I be on neuropozyne shots by now?
One would think, but these test results show no signs of implant rejection. If anything, the bond between tissue and electrodes seems to be getting stronger.
So I'm free to go?
Well, Mr. Sarif did ask me to discuss another topic with you. You are aware that several precautionary measures had to be put into place
Alright, so basically
during your
they
first
turned
surgery.
off
Not
some
all
of my
my implants
systems
were
because I
switched on,
wasn't
I know.
wasn't
The
ready.
damage caused by the hematoma had to be taken into account. Your brain needed time to recover, to get used to the mechanical neural processors and turn them on naturally over time.
Through
Cut
experience
to the chase,
points.
Doc. What does Sarif want?
He feels that you might be ready to speed up the activation process using special software known as Praxis Kits.
You mean I don't have to wait for my augmentations to kick in naturally anymore?
You can, if you prefer.
So these are
But
basically rare
Mr.
candies.
Sarif did make a generous donation to LIM in your name, thus ensuring that Praxis software linked to your particular neuro enhancements would always be available to you and you alone. Please, take a look.
So in case it's not evident from that discussion, Adam is particularly resistant to what's it called?
Very well, Mr. Jensen. Use
He-
it in good health.
It's been alluded to a couple times at this point, where
Protesting
Dr.
is not
Rita said
against the
that
law. I know that, officer. But some of those guys were
that being augmented is in Adam's genes, and basically Adam is immune to the rejection process. His body naturally accepts augments, so that's pretty cool. Which, like, the rejection process is definitely the
Are you
one
finished at the clinic?
bad thing about
now.
augments, really.
Good. Right now I want to know who that
Although I
corpse is.
suppose,
Head over to the
theoretically,
police station
being
and
able
get
to
his
launch
neural hub.
blades out
And
of your
Adam,
hands is not
If you can't talk
very
your way
humanitarian.
in, consider making a strategic retreat. There's
There's gotta be another entrance in the side of the building.
But, you know, I don't know. Weapons are still really fucking cool. I don't think anybody can really convince me otherwise. Okay, man, I feel it. I feel it. Fox on. Radio mode. So, yeah, this music's pretty awful. And his haircut's super awful. And I like to punch him around, usually, in my playthroughs. But I'm not going to this time. I'm not going to this time.